Good morning, students. I am Ahmad Asyam, Assistant Professor at Government First Grade College, Pinangadi. I am introducing before you today the syllabus of Financial Accounting 5 for 5th semester BCom of Mangalore University. A brief explanation of the syllabus is presented here. There are 6 chapters in this course. The first chapter is company accounts, that is redemption of preference shares. Here in this chapter we will study the legal requirements according to the Companies Act 2013 relating to the redemption of preference shares. We will study the objectives of legal restrictions and the provisions laid down under section 55 of the Companies Act 2013 with regard to this. We will study here accounting treatment, journal entries. We will solve the problems in relation to the redemption of debentures. The problems may be relating to the journal entries or sometimes even the ledger accounts also. Now the second chapter is company accounts, redemption of debentures. It is given specifically within bracket sinking fund method only. So in this chapter, that is chapter number 1, we will study the provisions of Companies Act with regard to the redemption of debentures, some of the theoretical parts, while redeeming the debentures, companies should follow some factors. What are those factors? Sources for redemption or fund for redemption. Different funds are there, different sources are there for redemption of debentures. Then we will study methods of redemption. There are different methods, but we will study in detail according to the syllabus only sinking fund method. Different journal entries to be passed for redemption of debentures. So we will work out the problems in relation to this chapter, and when we work out the problems we have to prepare mainly the ledger accounts, different ledger accounts like debentures account, debenture redemption fund account, redemption fund debenture redemption fund investment account and other accounts. That is the explanation of the chapter number 2. Now chapter number 3 is final accounts, company final accounts. You have already studied this in PU level, and here there are some general instructions in relation to the preparation of balance sheet and statement of profit or loss. These instructions are given in Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. We will study those restrictions. Then we will get familiarized with the format of balance sheet and statement of profit and loss account, and we will solve the problems in relation to this. Now the next chapter is chapter number 5, valuation of the shares. How a share is valued. In this chapter, we will study some theoretical aspects relating to valuation of shares, like need for valuation, methods of valuation of the shares. There are mainly 3 methods. We will study those 3 methods. We will solve the problems in relation to the calculation of valuation of the shares from the information given. And next chapter, that is 5th chapter, is valuation of goodwill. Valuation of goodwill. So in this chapter we will study the basics of goodwill, like meaning, need for valuation of goodwill, factors affecting the valuation of goodwill, then methods of valuation of the goodwill. There are mainly 4 methods: simple profit or average profit, super profit method, capitalization method and annuity method. We will solve the problems by using these methods. According to the information given, we have to solve the problems by using any of the four methods. And now the chapter number 6 is holding company accounts. Once again, this is also an account relating to company. We will study here some theoretical aspects like meaning of holding company and subsidiary company, advantages of holding company and disadvantages of holding company. And one more thing we will study here is accounting standard 21 in relation to the consolidated financial statement of holding company. That is by consolidating the financial accounts of accounting statements of subsidiary company with the holding company. How it is prepared, what are the texts of, what are the features and specific features and texts of accounting standard 21, and then we will study the method or how to prepare the holding consolidated financial statements of holding company by consolidating the financial statements of the subsidiary company. There are different steps. We will study those steps one by one and solve the problems. There are some calculations like minority interest, majority interest, and some other calculations are there. And finally, we will prepare consolidated balance sheet of a holding company and it's a subsidiary. So hope we will make this subject more easier by explaining with the explanation of the each and every chapters with the suitable examples, with the understanding of the theoretical aspects, concepts, and finally solving the problems. Hope we will all the students will understand this chapter better, and I request all the students to get yourself familiarized with the subjects by listening to the online classes. You cannot wait for the offline classes. Opening of the offline classes depends on the government's decisions. Till then, we have to continue the online classes. So always get yourself updated with this and enhance your knowledge relating to this. Thank you, one and all.